Good people of the West, North, East, South, any kind of way you want to put it. We're talking about today different things and different people, different places. Where do you come from? Where you going? And how you gonna get there? How do you get there? Where do you go? What do you think about when you do things? Think about the weather. Think about the time. Think about people. What do you think about? An individual thinks about himself. Yeah. An individual thinks about himself. A couple think about different things. They think about each other. Well, it's almost like children. You got a brother, you think about one. If you got two, you think about two. If you got none, you think about nobody but yourself. You're selfish again. And when you're married, you become selfish again because if you only had one, you didn't have to worry about one. Selfish gain, selfish plural, selfish nothing. That's what comes out of nothing. Anytime you replace nothing with nothing, you get nothing. If you replace something with something, you get something. Foolish gain, foolish goal is like foolish money, and once again, you become foolish. When you gather yourself together, you think, okay, who am I going to call today? Who do you want to call? Who am I going to mention something to? Who do you want to mention something to? Who I want to spend time with? Who do you want to spend time with? Is time the essence of money? Is time the essence of essence? Or is time the essence of you? It all depends who you are. One man can rule the world, one man can destroy it. That's what we've been told. Bible, whether you're in genius, whether you're in Bartobians, Tabawians, Liberace, Hippocrates, Plato, Leo, Aristotle, Galileo, doesn't matter. Everyone had a right to believe what they believe in. Some believe in Judo, Voodoo, Kudu, Mudu. Some believe in Christianity, some believe in Fofanics. Some believe in Thacodanics, some believe in Megastanics. Some believe in the lottery, some people believe in lottery. Some believe in Judaism, some believe in Islam. Doesn't matter what you believe in. If that's what you're calling, if that's what you want to believe in. But what we have though, most time we don't have the problems that what people believe in, we have the problem in what people want to become. See, when people want to become something, they decide to destroy themselves and what they come and what they believe. You can go to a language and speak a language and yet not know what you're talking about. You can go just like going to a country and not know what they're saying. Same thing. Only difference, you're there. In schoolhouses and places, people stab you to be there, you're not there. Schools were built for a lot of things, and so was properties and ownerships and advantages and anything you name. Life is a cornerstone. Cornerstones mean this. If I want something, I can believe it. If I want to achieve something, I can achieve it. If I don't want to achieve it, I don't believe it. If I don't believe it, I don't achieve it. Yeah. Sounds simple, doesn't it? It's simple. If you get married, you believe in two things. The book said to death do his part. No, you said until we reach the end. Because it can go either way. Death can do your part, but it can be the end before the part does death. And it doesn't matter which one it is. It could be the male or female, it don't matter. Okay? But we have a title. The title says, in America, take care of the woman. Well, it's in America. Because somebody drew up a line, drew up a law, and said that's what we do. All other foreign countries, they don't believe in that. They believe a woman is a woman, and that's the way she believes, in the kitchen and having babies and keep moving. For the majority of them, until they say, wait a minute, but I can do other things. See, that comes back to the mind. Comes back to the individual mind. What you want to do, what you want to believe in, and who you are. You don't have to stand for something. If you believe something, you can stand for nothing. If you believe nothing, but if you stand for nothing, then you are nothing. Because you don't have nothing to stand for. Believing is a whole trait. We have things that we want to do. People that we want to see. Places we want to go. How do you get there? Well, first of all, you got to start. How do you go there? Well, you got to go there. How do you go there and start and go there? Well, somebody got to know you. What do you mean, know you? Well, if you don't go somewhere, nobody knows you. If you go somewhere where somebody knows you, then they may help you get there to get there. That's how. So it's not about, well, if I go somewhere, nobody knows me. Well, of course not. But the next time somebody's going to know you've been there before. It's like planets, oceans, seas. We all have them. We have 1,000,000 planets and haven't seen half of them. That's like you said, I've seen all the people in the world. No, you haven't. No, you have not, because you haven't been all over the world. How can you see people all over the world when you not been all over the world? Well, people come to us. That don't mean everybody came to the United States. And for what? To see the glory of the United States? Yeah! Make me laugh. Let me sing a song. Make me laugh on a glory day. Make me laugh when I stay. If I pay the rest away, I won't know what to say the next day. Singing is a very long song. Singing is a slow song. It all depends who's singing it and who wants to hear it sing. If there's a love ballad, there's a love ballad. If there's a hippie, there's a hippie. If there's a rep-a-lapa tupa-lupa, is there a relaxing tupa-lupa? Then it's relax. In other words, if you relax, relax. So it doesn't matter how you relax, as long as you relax. As long as you as the individual want to relax. See, people have a hard time relaxing. You guys out there with children have a very hard time. Guess what? I'm one of those people. I don't care if they're 1 to 21. And some of them older than that, so we won't go we won't tell the margin of how old you have to be before you get worried and start studying about what they're doing. Well, what they're doing is what they did before you did it, and what they're going to do before you do it. You say, Earl, what the world are you talking about? Well, I've done things that my mom didn't know, and dad didn't know, because I never knew my dad, but that's, once again, another story. So, if I told my mom everything I did, she'd probably be straightening her hair out, pulling it out, or whatever. Same way with you and everybody else out there. There are certain things you cannot or will not reveal to your parent. You say, I tell them everything. No, you don't. You tell them you drinking last night? No. You tell them you ran out of gas because you wanted to? No. There, see? So some things you cannot and they will not understand. We go along and we read books. Why do we read books? Well, we read books to get an understanding. Understanding what? The world. Why we want to understand the world? Because you're in the world. If you're not in the world, you won't get to understand the other world, because you won't be of the world. You'll be in the world doing something that you don't know why you're in the world. That's catch-22 again. Stars, strike, and being in the world is twice. So running the dilemma of trying to be everybody, trying to make everybody happy. Woo! 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 That is a target. That is a bull ring that will never fit. Yeah, I'm saying it again. That is a target in a bull ring that will never fit. You know why? Because everybody is different. You say everybody's the same. No, they're not the same. Everybody didn't live in the same glass house. Everybody wasn't built on the same rock. And everybody wasn't born in the same hospital. Someone was delivered, someone went through the opposite, and some was, whatever you want to call it. So, no, we're not all the same. We don't even all look the same. Do I look like you? I don't think so. Because I feel I'm the handsome one. So whoever look at me, you look different from me. You ever notice that people, some of your friends, some are not your friends, and you wonder why? Well, that's because that's the way the world goes. That's the way the world goes. We don't all have leaders. We don't have prophets. We don't all have guinea pigs, because that's how some of us are. Guinea pigs are like sheep. We just follow along with the situation and see what we get. And then there's other people like wolves who says, I don't think so. I'm my own self. I'm doing my own thing. Well, see, that's where challenge comes from. We have a challenge. Everybody has a challenge, whether you want it or not. The challenge goes like this. When you're in the room, when you challenge yourself, you don't know the best, but you know someone else, so challenge them. In other words, we challenge ourselves daily to believe what we believe and what we don't believe and what we think we're going to believe and who's the cause not to believe. And when we believe, we think about how we're going to believe it. Well, tongue twister? No, not really. It's a belief. And we call it a belief system. Every school has one. Every dictionary, every store, everywhere there's a business, watch this. Everywhere there's a business, there's a rule. And then where there's a business, somebody wants something from that business. Guess what? You're not any different. Because every person out there, someone wants something from that person. You said, Earl, you lost your mind? Nope. I was in that force once. They wanted they wanted something from me. It wasn't my good looks either, because they couldn't have that. Okay? They wanted my intelligence, my strength, anything else I had, food, whatever. Yeah. This thing called the want world. We have a want world. Because if we didn't have a want world, you wouldn't have people walking around pretending they're broke and the rest of them broke because they want to be broke. Not because they have to be broke. There's a lot of people that don't have to be broke walking down the street. They fooling you. We run in society, we believe, well, let's go pay our tithes. I don't believe it. Because I've had paid them before and they're still nowhere. So people say, well, I pay my tithes, I just pay them because it's a habit. Yeah, that's right. And a lot of people go to church because why? It's a habit. A lot of people get a religion. Why? It's a habit. A habit that some people can't break. Well, what do you mean? Like anything else. If there's anything you're doing you can't break, it becomes a habit. I.e., drink, smoke, drink, whatever you're doing. If it becomes a habit, it's a habit. And it's hard to break. No one person say, oh man, you can break that habit easy. Well, have you ever done it? No, well, how do you know it's easy? That's like being pregnant, and you never been pregnant. Especially if you're a man, you're like, oh, that's easy. Is it? How do you know it's easy? Have you tried it? See what I'm saying? You can make an excuse, you can make an arrangement, you can do anything to come up with a good belief to think what you may do and what you may not doing. It makes sense. Everybody once in a lifetime has something sensible to say. Earl, are you kidding? No, I'm not. I talked to a guy today. I said, if a guy shoots 90 times, I guarantee he's supposed to make at least half 50%. Or he's not accountable. It's like me. If I go to the gym today and I shoot the ball 20 times, I'm going to make 18 of them. Because I'm shooting 20. I already know I'm shooting 20 times. Okay? But if I don't know I'm shooting 20 times, I'll be maybe the angels above or the skittles around the goal hits it and falls in. So there's no such thing as gimme, guilt, belief, and wilt. Because every guilt has a guilt, and every wilt has a wilt, and every round has a round, and every chamber has a chamber to go in. And if something goes in the chamber, something comes out the chamber. It's that simple. If you got a mind, something goes in it. I don't know why, but something goes in. If you got a brain, it goes around. Now, if you don't have one of them things, then you might find yourself becoming an entertainment robot. An entertainment robot means that welcome to the Dorothy, welcome to the Dorothy, going down to Ziba-Zaba, and about need a bring, I need a heart, need a sing to sing you. And if the wizard is the wizard, he can be wise, he can be closet. In other words, you see what I'm saying? Everybody has a thought process. Everybody wants to be a winner. I've never ran into anybody and said, oh, I want to be a loser today. Yeah, I'm going to go downtown and spend my money and be a loser. I've never heard that. Now, is it out there? Of course it's out there. You think I'm sitting here on a whistle stick? No, it's out there. Is it sure as my gray hair is gray? How do they get gray? I don't know. Wisdom, maybe. Age, maybe. I don't know. Some says wisdom, some says old age. Some says dead hair just hanging out there. Don't ask me. I didn't know. I haven't researched it. I'm not going to search it, and I'm not going to worry about it. It is what it is. What you see, you see. Now, so women, most of you mothers, I'm talking about. Sometimes we have to let go of that chain. What chain, Earl? The chain you hold on to your children, and then all of a sudden they're grown. You forget they're children. Let go. Because just imagine if you were them and your parents never let go, where would you be at? Would you be lost in the sauce? Or would you still trying to find to make a way? But like the woman said, when I said drench, I mean drench. Well, I mean she must have been with her mother for quite a long time for her to say drench is drench. Okay? Our children are the future of life, and life goes on with life. Because their children becomes the future of their life. And it goes on and on. And their children become a future of their life. And it goes on and on. Earl, where in the world you going to be? I'm one picture. We all has a dictionary system to discover. And when you discover that, you will read it and you will research it again and you write it down. Because if there's a belief of any system, you look for it. If there is anything I tell you right now and you think you need to look for it, you look for it. You look it up. You say, is this guy wise or he's just an idiot? You figure it out. What's he saying? Does it make sense? It doesn't. You figure it out too. I'm not here to destroy you. I'm here to give you some of my wisdom, but like anybody else. The channel, and there's a non-channel. There's something say turn it on. There's something say turn it on. So you don't have to listen to me. But I guess what? If you listen to anybody else and they're saying some of the same thing, you might go back to, hey, that guy was saying something that made some sense. And I would say, yep. I would say once again, we're looking at the side of the side. What is the side of the side? Well, every side has a side, like every game, every team, every owner has a promise to prevail, and a promise to submit, and a promise to will give. You give a speech. This year we're gonna be better than we were last year. Now I'm trying to figure it out. Let me see. If I didn't win one game last year, I don't care. Football, baseball, basketball, soccer. If I didn't win one game last year and one game, but I won one this year, that means I did better than last year. So no one can deny what I've done. It's like the weatherman. If the weatherman says it's gonna rain, you get your umbrella stuff and all of a sudden it didn't rain. It was so hot that you sweated. You had a sweat drip. What are you gonna tell him? Hey, weatherman, you're wrong. No. He can say genealogy. When I was looking at what column, it said it rained. It didn't rain. Then I knew about it, and he would be right. He'd be right, and so would you be right. Your course was to make a decision from him, not your own. You say, he says it's gonna rain. I believe him. You can check it out. See, and that's the problem we run into. Anybody that you don't know, take my word, take my advice for it, that says something and it sounds kind of hokey pokey, might need to look it up. Because it could be hokey pokey. What do you mean, Earl? It could be some holes. Holes where? Well, you pick a bag up and you don't see those holes in it, that don't mean it's not the one there. When people tell you a story and you think it's a good story and you don't believe what they're saying, you might want to back off. That's life. We live in a world that people tell lies. Oh yeah, I will admit it. People tell lies, and it doesn't matter if it's a big lie or a small lie. No such animal. A lie is a lie. It doesn't say, oh, by the way, I'm going to make it real small, and when I want it to be big, for a big problem, I'm going to open it up. No. It don't work like that. If you squeeze your mouth and told a lie, it was a lie. Now, once you deal with it, bring back forgiveness or forgetful, people do that too. They don't only forgive, they forget. Like, did I say that? Where did that come from? Came from your mouth. It didn't come from mine. Live analysis. Analysis comes from where? It comes from people who go to research. Research comes from where? People who want to research. I don't want to be a researcher. Okay? I'm not researching. Alright? If the wisdom doesn't slap me in my face and come to my mind, I'm not going to go get it. Okay? I refuse to go in a cave and stay there and come back 40 years later looking like Moosey Kooky. I refuse to go to anywhere that 2,000 years somebody that been there researching, and I go into my I'm gonna research, and I turn the letter around, and now it's called QB that'll quit. What does that mean? There's another quote over there. Could be. It didn't say quit. Quit when those people quit. They went back up the hill. You still out in the dungeon. I'm looking for the truth. What truth? And if you find it, what you do with it? Who you gonna publish it to? The people that you want to give to, they're dead and gone. 2,000 years ago, they're gone. So what you get to the new people, what they gonna do with it? Look at it and say, oh, this is ancient history. Well, hell, we know ancient history before we went down there. This new Messiah. Well. My story between the Messiahs and the people of Messiahs and Zayas and Kayas, Koopas and hoopas and doopas and peoples and keep a leap at the top of the rocket, the nipper to liver, the tuba, the blah 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 blah. You know what it tells me? We all can. We can throw a rock so far and it's still gonna come back. If we don't, somebody dig it up and bring it back to you anyway. Like an old dog in the shadow. If you throw yourself to the beyond this earth, who knows what it could be? An Atlantic? The Hooja? The lost and found and the Gasolina? We don't know. But all of a sudden you come back. What they gonna say? Where you been? Well, somebody might ask you where you been. Somebody might say, well, what did you discover? Nosy. Then you discovered another moon on another planet. It was called Mona Lisa. Yeah. So, but to be serious for a minute, let's be thankful for our children. Let's be thankful for the people who made them. Let's be thankful for the ancestors. Because without the ancestors, there would be no children. Surely wouldn't be us because our ancestors won't tell the story. Okay? We have to realize, before we kick everybody to the side and says, in the long run, as I always say, everybody needs everybody. I just tell my buddies all the time, were you a Marine? Were you an Army guy? Were you a Navy? Were you a jughead? Air Force don't matter. At the end of the day, when the bullet hit the road, the bag hit the jack, and hit in the rack, you gonna be calling for help. And you don't care who come give it. So, we live in a world same way. If you out there stranded, I've seen it a couple times. San Francisco was one of them. And Haiti probably was the other one. If you need some water, you don't care who give them to you. As long as you get the water. If the doggone car falling on you, you trying to get help to pull up, you don't care who pulling it out. As long as you get help. That's the way the world goes. You go in the average store, and the clerk there, you didn't say, where you from? They doing their thing. You go in a restaurant, you don't say, hey, can you cook? That's not the point. You want the meal, you there. So, notice what I said. If I ask that question, why am I asking the question in the world? Where are you from? What does it matter where I'm from? I'm here. You want to talk to me? Talk to me. You want to get along with me? Get along with me. Don't ask me no silly question. Couple of languages foreign. I could have been here for 40 years and still learn how to say yeah, and never was raised here. So, but the like I said, be nice to our children. Try to get understanding to it. But on the other hand, children, you listen to this YouTube as well, and I eat. Do the right thing. Quit putting your parents in a detrimental spot that, they can't be touched, but they don't want to hear from me, or they don't want to hear what I say. Of course, they want to hear what you say. Regardless if it sounds stupid, they want to hear it, and maybe we can respond to it. Or you may be doing something positive. But if you never say anything, that's like saying I'm going to the water and knowing the water, and turn to speak it and you ain't gonna get nothing. Absolutely nothing. So just because you stand there and watching me and not saying nothing, you still didn't get nothing through. So we are the future of the future of the future. And what lies between the future, and future is our ancestors. Glory to be not our ancestors. That can tell you more than you want to know if you sit back and listen to them. You hear it so. And each generation becomes different in their own dimension because they run through so many trials, as they call it, and tribulation that everybody in the world go through without mentioning what they're doing and why they're doing it. Sit back and say, woe me, woe me, woe you. You brought it on yourself. Oh Lord, for what? Oh Buddha, oh Muhammad, oh Johnny, oh Christian life, oh whatever. You can get it. Don't take nothing but a dime away to go downtown and get a pocket of liquor to stay. In other words, if you go to the church, you can find it on the corner. You go farther, you can find a liquor store. If you go farther, you might find a Reggie Palm. You see, we got a raw concept. I'll tell you what the concept says, too. I don't think it was ever age had nothing to do with it. You said, Earl, come on, man, Earl. Age has always got something to do with it. That's why people bring it up. Exactly. That's why people bring it up. Moses was 35 and Mary was 15. Wow, how did that sound? Well, shall we go on? Yeah, we go on. You, as a world people, always think what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Well, that's what it should be. If the person is owning the accountability for themselves and say what they want to say, there should be no problem. What happens is we allow people to do things in another religion. So that's the way it is. If I'm in a religion and I need 100 wives, that's what my religion says. Wait a minute, you stay in the state? Yeah, but my religion says I need 100 wives. It didn't say how old they were. Okay. Now, on the other side of the corner, rules and regulations hit you. Well, they hit whoever wants to be hit and whoever wants to be caught. That's how rules and regulations. It doesn't just sneak up on you. You sitting there being an idiot and you know what. You know what? This is an old story that said, what you do, whatever happened in Rome, do what the Romans do. Okay? Now, well, if you're in the United States, then do what the United States do. Do what you're supposed to do. And don't be an idiot. Now, if you decide to go to Holland or Poland or anywhere else, and the cars will drive 190 miles an hour, drive 190 miles an hour, and don't worry about it. The only thing is, you crash it, you bash it, you buy it, you bash it. Yeah. That's what they believe in the foreigners over there. You tear up their field being an idiot. Car crash, and every plant that was laid in there, you can pay for it. If you can come back and tell it. That's anything else. Let you be you, and do you. Don't let you decide to do something else that you can't do before you regret it later on and say, man, how did I get married? Why did I get married? Well, hell, people like that every day. They like getting married for the sex, they got married for the money. Well, they ain't got no money, you figure it out. And then, time slips on you. You can't get Botox, even if you got Botox. Your face may look like the Queen Elizabeth and shiny Elizabeth Taylor, but what about the rest of the body? It probably fell down to the ground and wasted time, so you're still in the slump. Oh my gracious! Yeah, so Botox that up too. Yeah, or hip hop it, mo bop it, or do what you want to do in your own mind because you have a mind. You say, you know what? I'm going to work out every day. I'm going to eat the right food. I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do. I'm going to take care of myself in my own way. Now, make sure you catch yourself from the catch-22. In your own way means as long as you live and what you've been doing before, you don't need nobody else to come out and change your way. Because if you change your way, then you might as well do what everybody's doing. Oh well, yeah. Let me go get me the Botox. Let me get the hot top. Let me drink this food. Let me eat this. Let me do this. Not so. It's not going to be good for you. In the long run, it's going to bust you in the rear because you're changing your lifestyle. And when you change your lifestyle, that's like changing people. Well, I want to go talk to Flippy Fly Floofy. Yeah, well, Flippy Fly Floofy don't want to talk to you, but if you talk to them, they'll give you a few minutes. And then you go back and get another Flippy Fly Floofy. Now you got two Flippy Fly Floofies, and your friends you used to have, they don't want to talk to you no more because you don't flip Fly Floofy with those people. Follow me? The sun shines always. Well, we see it or not, it shines. You say, Earl, you a full of I could be. But I know one thing, if the moon goes up, it goes down. Where's it going? Didn't go to hell and come back on the next day and still shining? Okay? If the moon goes down, the sun comes up. If the sun goes down, where's it go? Into outer space? I don't think so. I don't think so. That's what you call research. Research. I don't have time for research. I have time to be who I am. Logical. Reunited. Or I'm reunited to the people I want to be reunited to. Because the people I don't want to be reunited to, there's not enough YouTube, Hoopoos, Cat Tat, Instagram, Mocha, Tutu, Hiti for me to be around them. So therefore, I don't need them. Okay? I have one person I need, Moses, my wife, and we go back and forth. So I don't need other troubles. We have a good time ourselves. And we fuss. But we understand each other while we're fussing. Because we're both grown. And we're over 21. So we can say what we want to say, when we want to say it, how we want to say it. But we have to be careful to each other. See, out in the streets, even our kids, we don't have to be nice. But we call us to be nice. We don't have to be nice to anybody out there. Because they don't do nothing for you. And if it isn't for you, then we probably would be nice, probably. But we know what each other do for us. And what we do for each other, we're nice to each other. Wash our backs, our feet, and everything else, and then it goes from there. You know? And we understand each other. We wake up now with each other. I remember, I can tell you sometimes we didn't wake up with each other. I was working like a damn dog, smelling the hog. And I'm glad that's over. Right? So remember this. For every due day, there's a payday. For every payday, there's a way. For there's a way, there's a knowledge to go that way. For there's a car, there's an insurance. For there's an insurance, there's another insurance. Where there's a casket, there's a body. And where there's grass, there's dirt. Where there's water, there's sand. Where there's land, there's an opportunity. An opportunity brings you back to the force that you want to deal with. What are you talking about? Well, I can sit here and deal with people and send them a nasty email. I wouldn't accomplish nothing, but it'll calm me down. Or I can just send them a nice one. And the same thing, niceness. You see, that's the concept between nice and not being nice and want to be nice. See, you can be nice and write a letter. Or you can be mean and write a letter. Well, they're both going out the same way. The only difference is one goes out with a vast letter hooked to it, and another one goes to an easy way hooked to it. So whoever's on the other end gonna catch it. And they're gonna know whether it's good or bad. Same thing with a phone call. That's why people don't call. Same thing with a recording. That's why people don't record. Because there's something about that energy gives off. And when it gives off, it makes a reason why it's giving off. Do everybody like everybody? I doubt it. Do everybody like somebody? Everybody likes somebody. Everybody on the universe likes somebody. Now who it is, I don't know. Don't really care. But guess what? Put this in your bank account. For everybody that likes somebody, that somebody likes you. And somebody else likes somebody that likes you. Well, no matter who it is. But that's why the word is. Because everybody has something to do with somebody. And doesn't have to be tic-toe related. No, you don't have to be related to go cut somebody's yard. You don't have to be related to go in the soup line and have sandwiches going on. Or you don't have to be related as the Christians and the Catholics that go and take time out and go visit somebody. That's being a good neighbor. That's being humble. And that's why we have a society. We have people that even feed people on the street. And the reason they're there, we don't know why they're there. Okay? So, it's a Saturday. It's a good time Saturday. I'm like Saturday Night Live. Hey! Get ready for John Belushi. No, can't do it. John left us. Eddie. No, Eddie ain't played it no more. Well, Dan, no. So, anybody who's done now, you don't even know them, so it doesn't really ring a bell. See what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying again. Time goes by, and whatever goes by, someone fills in that spot to react to the next time. There is no one person that is greater than the other. I'm going to say it again. There is no one person greater than the other. Because if you think so, next week there'll be somebody that's greater than you. I'm telling the truth. So, one said, if while the light's shining, let it be bright, shine with it. Because once the light goes out, then you're out. You're a distant number. I want like a distant cousin. You don't exist. It's like riding a pony without a saddle. Well, you ride a pony without a saddle, if you don't know nobody, you might get thrown off. Okay? Yep. The prima donnas. Who are the prima donnas? Everywhere. Who are the millionaires? Everywhere. Ha! Psych. See, the millionaire is not everywhere. Let's put it on the concept of millionaires. Now, I will tell you this. There's a lot of people on this earth have a lot of money, but that don't make them millionaires. Okay? Or billionaires. Okay? You'd probably be surprised who'd be. I might be a billionaire. You never know. Doubt it, but you never know. So, we run into people that we think, for the most part, I remember that my neighbor said, can help us. Well, most people can't help you. You know who helps you? You. You know who contains you? You. You know who satisfies you? You. Now, there's a million other people out there that you can imagine that might satisfy you. Or you might want them to satisfy you. But at the end of the boat, not true. Not true at all. The only person that satisfies you is you. Must have forgot my water this time. Must have got long-winded on the Chinmata and the Kamadala. Yep. So, my friends, I say this in good harmony. September is a day to remember. The day the lights went out, it wasn't in Georgia, but they went out. The day the sun rose didn't rise from Ethiopia, but it raised. Terror in the land is every land. Terror in families is all families. I will tell you today, there's not a family that's not going through something, whether they want to do it, whether they want to or not. Johnny didn't come home late last night. Mary Ellen spent too much time with her boyfriend. Fancy Cuckoo didn't go to school today, even though it was Saturday. Well, they had a religion. Religion tell you that somebody's gardening. Somebody tell you gotta go. Well, gotta go. The key to society. The key to liking everybody. Just be yourself. Be yourself. Because if you are yourself, somebody's gonna like it, they don't like it. And for those who don't like it, you don't worry about it. Because you being yourself, you drive on. The day you start worrying about people that don't like you, the day you're going to have a problem. Alright? Let me just put that away. The day that you find out that person don't like me, you have a problem. And the problem, once again, lies on who? You. Why me? Because you can solve it. You can go to the individual and say, look, I didn't like the way things happen. I popped there. Oh, you mad at me? I don't know the reasons, but let's try another day. See what I said? So you as an individual, you'll be surprised how much thought you have on one arm. And if you got that much thought on this arm, then you might put them both together. That's a tied-in world you got there. Yes, sir. So tick-tock, the bell ring. Tick-tock, the bell sing. Tick-tock. Who's singing now? You? Must be. Because if you singing, the bell ringing, there's a tick-tock going around for lingering. Lingering is a part of the lingering Venice of linger. And if you linger long enough, you become long linger. That means you're not going to do anything because you depend on the linger. The lean. Instead of work finds many things. I'd say it'll buy you happiness, but it'll buy you some time. It'll buy you something to do something with that work if you like it. Like I said, let's don't get it mixed up with the trials. Everything we were born here to do and try. We're born here to love one another, be kind to one another, give homage to one another, and be peace with one another. Now when you do all the love, kind, and peace, and homage, I mean that's a whole lot of loving and some sacrifice, you ask me. However, do we sacrifice because we want to? Or do we sacrifice because we like to sacrifice? Are we with the one we want to be with? Or we want the one we're just spending time with? Keep that in mind. And that, my friend, falls into the religion as well. If you're in a religion and you know you're not using it to your advantage, you need to get out of it. Because in the long run, it's going to warp you. All right? Warp you. It's like a relationship. If you're in a relationship and it's not working, so later the lady will go, I'm going to shoot you or I'm going to ball you with water. And you be laughing like, ah! Don't happen to it happen. Bam! Whoops! And you be hollering, she's got me! I got shot by a buckshot! Well, it wasn't like you wasn't told. It wasn't like you didn't know. It's like the weather. If you go out early in the morning, well, before you pick up the phone, early in the morning, you can be your own meteorology, and all other kind of stuff. You know why? Because you're going to know what the weather's like by the time you walk out the door. You can say, man, too hot out here. Or you can say, man, it's cool. The weather has changed the dynamics. I think the wind's not there. Oh, look at the butterflies. So, you become your own neurology, your own science of victory for that. Guess what? They ain't doing everything else. What's the world doing today? Let's see if Polly and Holly happy today. Let's see if Bolly and Molly happy today. So you become the international. You want to see if everybody's happy day. And glory to be, it doesn't happen that way. Okay? It doesn't happen that way. Everybody has a temper, and everybody has a chance to do what they want, when they want, how they want, who they want, and who they want to please. Everyone. If you think I'm joking, look at you. When you race to YouTube, or when you pick time to see what the YouTube is saying, look how many other people done been on the YouTube and see what they accomplished. Have they accomplished something? Probably have. Have they accomplished what I accomplished? Probably not. Because they wasn't playing ball when I was playing ball. And then what when the seeds, the doctor sees, nah, somebody may have. So let's not make me quote the quotas. Because just because I did it don't mean somebody did do it. Everybody got a wrong story. Well, he didn't do this or I didn't do it. Well, it's just like Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry said he lived in a car. Well, Steve Harvey did too. They didn't live in the same car, but they lived in one. So what are you gonna tell me when one was worse than the other? I don't know, and I doubt it. But it did happen. And yep, that's the way the onion rolls to the ballpark park. Now, once again, I leave you with this message, my friends. At the Adios land, the France land, the Wee Wee land, Church land, the Venus land, the Around Soul land, the Rockefeller baby, Simulator, Hawaii van, the Europe, Japan, China, Philippines, Guatemala, Sudan, the Neonal Rosia, Nivian, and the place doesn't even. That tells you that there's a world apart out there. That shows you this world that somebody's reaching, somebody needs, that somebody will reach them. Don't have to be me, don't have to be you, but we're all ourselves to be nice to those people. We all ourselves to be not judgmental because someone's going through something that you're not going through. Okay? Matter of fact, I get my teeth pulled. You ain't going through that. I am. Somebody gonna have to take care of it. Dr. Flynn, him, or whoever. But somebody will. I go to the old days, go to tied up around the thing and pull it like the Three Stooges. I doubt it, but you never know. Okay? Flim, flam, flu, clam. That's what the world wants to be. Flim, flam, flu, clam. You say, is anybody hungry? Hungry for what? Hungry for the word. Because if you're not hungry for the word, it means you take anybody's word and you'll probably believe anybody that says something that sounds about like what you want to hear. Okay? Now, I'm going to leave you with this. If you ride on somebody's shirt tail, besides your own, or let me pick you up as you my son or daughter, that's different. But if you ride on somebody's shirt tail and they telling you what to do, and you have a mind of your own and not doing that, then you need to stay away from them. Because that's called evil influence. I mean, they're not doing good for you. Okay? Now, if you with somebody and they're doing right by you, that's here's what this means. That means that if you're doing something and you like what you're doing and you get paid for it, or you get a conversation for it, then you're on the right road, you're on a good track. Because you get the conversation, you get something you didn't get when you were at your other job. It was a flu flanger. Okay? So, to say all that and say, we believe that the changes of time is coming up. But time already came. Changes already came. We had a few changes. We had a few times. Your time, I tell you, it changed. Yes, it do. It's like the outer clock. The clock continues to run whether you see it or not. Big Ben saying it's still sounding off whether you heard it or not. The willow trees in Virginia and California, they still fall. And you ask yourself, well, did anybody hear it? The people that was there heard it. You may didn't hear it, but they heard it, and it did fall. So, do, re, mi, fa, sa, ta, ti, la. Serenata. I'm on my way to Serenata. Adios. I'm on my way to adios. May my house go sailing. Oh, may the right people come along. May the lottery be pottery, not connery or tottery. And that's the way I find it at home. So lovely, lovely, lovely as she. Her name is Hydra. Yep. No, I'm not giving you my wife's song. That's her song. That's what I want to sing it to her alone. Now, can I sing? I sure can. To anybody else, I probably can. Do I take time? I probably can. To destroy certain things, probably can. But that's not what I'm about to do. I'm not here for the decoration of destroying it. I'm not here for plotting of the plotters or the planters. I'm here hoping that I made some sense today. And I'm hoping that whoever reaches my letters and, well, not letters, not right now, letters anyway, not right now, but my talking, I hope it made sense. And like I said, yeah, I'm not gonna only blame the women, but I blame the men too. So I said women, but you know, as I said, mostly women have to let go. But there's some fathers out there is soft too. You let go, and I don't mean soft. I mean soft inside. And nothing wrong being soft inside. Because if you're not soft inside, what about your poor daughter if you being a hard head and be a whooping-nippitous, being hard like no. If you're a parent and both of you have an understanding about your children, you're gonna feel about the same way. There's no greed to the ungreed that you don't sound or sing like your parents. That's why they were mystery. And now you are a parent, and your children probably saying the same thing. You are a mystery. Because to them, they know what they're supposed to do. To you, you think the sorrow runs up and down the street. Or you think everyday life is a cluster. Well, and not even you. Some people. So that's why I've said before, for the grandmothers, and some of them were young, these days, great grandmothers, put a note on your back. Say, I'm lucky. Because I can take those children, spend the greatest time with them, but I can return them back to their parents. Or the ones that greatly should love them, whether they do or not. We run through the eras of hoping, wishing, and thinking that it'll be alright. And I like to think so as well. That it'll be alright. I like to think that the weather will shine when it shines, the rain when it rains, snow when it snows, storm when it storms, hurricane when it's hurricane, earthquake with earthquakes, and all that other stuff. When it happens in the proper time, in the proper place, where no man, female, gang, dogs, cats, and animal around, when the earth says, hey, you gotta do a little cleaning up. Because if you're there when these things happen, I mean, there's gonna be some cleaning up. Now, you be an idiot to stand there and watch it, because you're gonna be the one to get clean with it. Like, people, let me take a picture of this. No, go ahead and take a picture. If it doesn't come back, you know why. And as the river floats you down, you know why. Because I'm like, I'm gonna take a picture of the elephant. The elephant stomps you. Where's the picture at? Oh, on his feet, I guess. Well, somebody does that, yeah. That's what happened. Get out of the clean. Get out of the mentor things. Get out of the minor things. Get out of the stuff that you thought was always real. Always real. Well, every thought ain't real. Okay? Every thought is a thought. That don't mean it's real. There's a thought of a desire. There's a thought of want. There's a thought of being. There's a thought of having. There's a thought of not having. There's a thought. Thought is a thought. I thought. I think. I thought this was good. I thought this was bad. I thought I had the right pair of shoes. I thought I had the right yes. I thought I had the right dress. See what I'm saying? You sit back there and thought. That thought almost really what I want. I want this. I want that. I want to be with that. I want to be with this. By the time you're doing all that wanting, and then you figure out that you didn't want it, it ain't gonna be what you wanted because you don't have it. Okay? To travel in a direction that you want to be in. To lean in a direction that you want to be in is a wonderful thing. Because therefore, by doing that, you know which way you're leaning and which way you're going. If you don't know that, you're going to lean left, right, in between before you lean where you want to be. Does it take time? Only if you allow time. Everything takes time if you allow it to be that which is called time. Everything is called moving target. Well, moving target means that you ain't going to hit it because it's moving. But if you stand there, you can hit it. Well, that's what time does. Time goes all the time. It don't stop. And if you go with time, time will go with you. If you sit there and say, well, I ain't going nowhere today, I'm going to stay home. Well, guess what? Time's still going. You see the sun, all of a sudden it's dark, time's still going. You ain't moving time, dude. That's what happened in life. And that's what happens. I'm bringing back to children. If you think your children ain't moving, they ain't growing fast enough, well, if you don't think they're growing fast enough, wait till tomorrow. If they ain't good enough, wait till the next day. But they grow. And when they grow with knowledge. And knowledge brings a positive thought. Always. Knowledge always brings a positive thought. Because if you don't have no knowledge, what do you have? You have an empty thought. Okay? That's what you have. So, question: is the grass green on the other side, or just a snowflake, or is it imagination, or is it a reserve? Good answer for me, because the grass is never green on the other side. There's other parts that you go through that you think you're gonna have that you like. But if you left the partner or something you like on the other side just to get to that side, you might want to go back. Because that way you can find out that it wasn't that hard on over here, but you thought it was greener over here. And like I said, the grass is never greener. The positive, the progress, is always in the middle of finding the perfect attitude, the perfect grass. Therefore, you call it the perfect yard, the perfect child, the perfect wife, the perfect husband, the perfect partner. They call them now, important yada yada yada. No such animal. I wish we all could say it was, but it's not. It's not. So, as the day gets longer and the time is shorter, but the nights are flowing and the days are rolling along, you're singing a song. Roll along, can we get along? Can we get along? Can we get along? Get along? Get along? Get along? Get along? Get along? Can we get along? So that's the story. You know, say, can we get along? Can we get along? If we can't, why not? What stops us as a human being with 4 flights? Yellow, black, green. I don't know green people out there, but it could be. What stops us from being friends? What stops us from getting along? What stops the red man get along with the black man, or the green, or the white man get along with the yellow man? What's wrong with that? You still got the same uniform. You still wear the same outfit. You don't change to the dynamics rules or regulations. There's no regulation there. There's no quote to say that you got to get along. All you people got to get no. What it says and what it should say, if it never even said it, communication and treat one another as you want to be treated. Therefore, you could get along. Now, that way, there wouldn't be no discussion. You wouldn't have to worry about it. Well, my aunt's from Queens, Skippy, where that? They're still in Queens, Skippy. Well, my uncle was from the Hema Kabbalists, where they're dead and gone. Okay, so now what? You going to stir them up and pull them up and hope and ask them a question they won't tell you because they did all of them. They didn't speak then. They ain't speaking when you try to dig them up. Get along, folks. Get along. Get along. Get along. Get along. Here it is, September. October's next. The way to do October is the way to do anything else. Have a joy time of scaring people to death for no reason. And then before you know it's Thanksgiving, they forget all about Thanksgiving because it's supposed to be thankful. Then Christmas throws up and they say, oh, it's Christmas holiday. And so it was a scary day. Might as well be for somebody. So you don't work 12 months to get poor for 12 months and you can wait for the January the 1st to start all over again. And once again, you're in a retro of a mess again. But you allow yourself to do it. You are the tormentor. You are in charge of yourself. Remember that. Nobody else. You set the tone. You set the tone of your destiny. And anything you do in life, you set the tone. Now, if you don't do nothing, there's no tone to be set. That's just as simple as that. You said, I thought I set the tone. Yeah, if you set the tone. But if you didn't set the tone, then how can you set something you ain't set? It's like going to get an egg beater and saying, I'm going to set 3 minutes of an egg and never turn it on. Hello? Are we making sense? I would think so. And like I'm going to start sucking my thumb, but all of a sudden I didn't put nothing on it, I'm still sucking it. Hello? Brain dead. So Pinky, what are we doing? Same thing we do every day. Trying to make people be happy. Trying to say happy thing, happy thought, and make sure everybody happy. For those who are happy, are happy. For those who are not, probably picking up the daisies. Alright? So, I think I've talked enough. I'm going to say, Arrivederci. I'm going to say, Tschüss. I'm going to say, hang loose. I'm going to say, adios. I'm going to say, Marachi Katadara. I'm going to say, Vina Varestra. I'm going to say, Simai Siola. Changwang Simo Ching Ching Chang. Yuruma Singo Waka. In the land of all those I just said, they mean one thing. Be true to yourself, and you be true to yourself. Not to me. But what I said was, see you so long next time. Aloha.